So this is October 2nd, 2017, and we rode out here with Sonel for the first visit kind of together on the property that Sonel has been working on so long. So tell me a little bit about we're kind of at the high point, right? We're
we're
kind of a mountain point. Kind of point out where the property is, Sonel.
Okay, you see that little thing over here? They are kind of like a border.
The hedgerow.
Little hedge.
Yeah, you see a hedgerow on
the line. And if you keep going, you
follow
see
it on to the left.
the top of the hill. And the big pen you see over there way up with the blue thing is the jail. The jail, after the jail you see the main
jail, yeah. So the tower off in the distance there is the guard tower of the local jail.
And you follow the line and past that little hill, you go behind that little hill, and we keep going.
All right. So the high point of this hill over here is on the property.
Yeah, and you see the big bushy over there, the tallest one, is inside. The bushes over there is inside, and keep going this way.
On around this bush.
That is going this way.
So this is a very low spot on the property where water collects probably when it rains.
Yep. And that hill is on top of, belongs to that top right there, and this is a fence behind that bushes over here, and you're going behind that hill.
Over that hill is some more.
Yeah, some more, and you keep going around.
This hedge line I can see in the distance. It'll probably be very hard to see in the picture, but is that the hedge line that continues on over that behind that hill? It's about 32 acres altogether.
Yeah.
Even around that
Okay,
way.
so in the property you have some very low areas, some high areas. I guess the elevation difference is probably less than 100 feet.
Yeah, it's
and the low areas collect water when it rains. So there's some ponding, some swampy areas there. We're on a kind of a high area, which we're thinking is a good place to build probably the facility for the farming facility, for securing equipment, protecting equipment, a place to build a bathroom, rest area where the guard would work from. Of course, a good area to view all of the property in terms of security and watching the crops. And then I guess your vision would be to clear, as we go, clear the land and have the plantains growing up and down the sides of the hill. We talked about maybe capturing the water, deepening the lakes in a low spot and capturing the rainwater to be used for irrigation on the project, so that during particularly dry parts of the year we might be able to still grow and produce crops. So we came in from a main road back behind us. It goes past the prison, comes out of Cap Haitian, but it's a main highway that goes through here. We came on a fairly undeveloped road back into here, so we would probably try to improve that road. And you said that the mayor of the city
the mayor of the city of Port Liberty told me he's gonna work on it as soon as we're ready to start working here.
Mostly it just needs a grader to widen it and smooth it out, maybe get some of it. Unfortunately, there's a garbage dump on the entry, but it's well off of the property. It shouldn't bother us, and someday they'll clean that up. And there's been also a lot of mining of gravel and sand pits here, so it must have been maybe an ancient river or something through the low spot that deposited that. But that could provide material for construction too. So.
And then, so now you said out, we're going to go out the opposite way that we came in to go into Duma, right?
No, we keep going straight up. Drive to Duma. It's about half mile.
A half mile to Duma. And Duma is where the clinic will be. And that's back up towards the mountains here.
And if you want to, this is Duma. That is the National School in Duma. That is Duma right here. This building you see?
Oh, you can see it there.
Oh, yeah.
That is Duma.
Way off in the distance there. It's blue and white.
Okay,
That is Duma.
Okay.
Yeah.
So probably what we've been talking about in this first phase, just to even get this thing off the ground, is clearing the perimeter. Of course, we'll have to get the map, the topo, the survey, make sure we have clear title to the land, Then we would
Fencing.
clear the perimeter using local labor and build a fence. Do you have any thoughts about how to build a fence? You talk about a wire fence, a barbed wire, steel posts, that kind of thing?
I was thinking about it. I think that will be cheaper, but it will be very good. It take longer, but if we using block 20 and 2 underground and 3 at the top and put it a barbed wire in the middle of them. And
So
keep
kind of a low-laying block wall with a barbed wire top.
When I say barbed wire, we put pole on it.
Yeah, yeah.
And we put wire around the pole.
Yeah.
And after we put bamboo outside. That will be more easy. If you dig it, you will do it like this. That will be stronger.
That's a lot of block because it's a long wall all the way around here.
But put a barbed wire. You have to do it with the trees. You have to cut all the trees and bind the trees, and that's not gonna last for long until you dig outside of the fence. So goat and cow and other stuff.
What if we were to just for speed's sake, we were to do some block and some barbed wire temporarily, with plans to go back and redo the barbed wire, but use the block on a more permanent side where the road is, make a more permanent wall there, and gradually, as we have time and money, to extend that all the way around.
That's not really good too.
But initially, put the wire up. Barbed wire fences go up very quickly. You have those up in a few weeks. You have the perimeter kind of defined.
That is a good idea. Only thing, they're not gonna last for long, but
yeah. I talked to some of the local people. They say that you don't have to put the well down very far, maybe 50 feet, and you have good water. Most of them will drill deeper, so putting a well in would be part of what we would want to do, so that we had clean water and for the facility here, and water to be used for all the things it'll happen for. Probably not irrigation, but for other things. You might end up with some small garden plots to do some vegetable gardens or something in certain spots, and you might irrigate that with a well. But mostly the well would be for human consumption, for water, for bathrooms and things like that. So we'll look in where we're staying. There's an engineer who's built the facility there. I talked to at length last night, and he has a lot of good information on what it will cost us for labor, what it will cost us for local materials, what it will cost us to put in the well, and so forth. So I hope to collect a lot of information from him. The other thing is there's no electricity here, right?
No, not at all.
Not even close.
No.
So generators and
Generators going to be required.
Panel solar will be a better deal.
What?
If you use panel solar.
Solar panels.
Yeah.
We'll have to look at that. We can do some calculations on what we need to run, and then decide. Solar doesn't give you a lot of power, even though it's reliable. One of the things I was thinking about, even if you notice right now, there's a pretty good breeze here. You could do solar and windmill, because I think you probably have pretty regular wind here, being up this high. We're not
and near the coast.
Super high, but yeah, we're near the coast, so I think you'll get a pretty steady breeze most of the time, right?
Yeah.
But even like today, there's a very light breeze, but that's enough to generate, with the right stuff, enough to generate quite a bit of power. But we're not putting in a lot of industrial equipment and stuff. We might have eventually a big enough operation. You need some packaging material, or you might need some automated material, but a diesel generator that kind of runs when we need it would be easy to do. So you need a generator mostly for pumping water, but we can build a water tower, start up a generator, fill the water tower, and if it's 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 gallons, that would last maybe for 2 weeks. So you're not talking about a lot there. So that's good.
Great.
And so now you said that your mansion was going to be just on the other side of the hill here?
I'm not thinking about having mansion. I'm talking about get people jobs.
So you weren't talking about the mansion with the servants' quarters where your maid and your butler would live? And...
No, I'm talking about get people job, and so they can raise kids and stop having 120, 10 kids. So having 2, 3, they can take care of them. Have a place to worship, to hear the word,
obviously I'm joking, but I understand our goal here is to serve the people of Haiti,
Yeah.
to give them some stability, to give them some income, to give them a place to work and their families in a safe place.
Yeah.
And if we don't accomplish that goal for the Lord and for the people here, we've wasted our time.
That is true.
So that's good. What else have we not thought about?
I think that's it. I think we're gonna
One
Go
thing we were
see the
talking
other
about, if
plot
this
of
is the
land in a
main
minute.
road, we would have to build some roads coming into the property. Mostly, we're talking about some bulldozer work to build up above. There's little spots coming in here, probably some drainage tile over that, so that we could bring trucks and vehicles could drive in here. Probably flatten off the top here a little bit where we would put the facility in. So initially, we're talking fencing. We're talking some bulldozer work to improve the roads and add a road where we need it, and a well, and then a whole lot of machetes.
and a
Yeah.
whole lot of machetes. Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
Yeah.
I like it, brother.
I like too.
You think we can do it?
I know we can. Well, we can't. God can.
We know the guy who can do it.
That's right.
Is that man over there?
This is too big for me, but God can do